Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Friday, March 28th. A major weekend storm will bring significant rainfall to the Mid-Atlantic region on Sunday. As the storm only slowly winds down, there will be increasing northerly winds and colder air will wrap around the storm. And don't be shocked if there's some snowflakes seen in the I-95 corridor, especially north and east of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border later on Sunday into Sunday night. Again, we have a significant rainfall coming to the Mid-Atlantic region, and it will become a major storm sitting along the Mid-Atlantic northeast coastline by the time the end of the weekend rolls around. Some areas could get 2 or 3 inches of rainfall by the time the end of the weekend rolls around. And again, there's a chance that some snowflakes mix into the picture later in the day on Sunday or Sunday night as increasing northerly winds wrap around cold air into the system as it only slowly departs to the north and east. Well, first of all, we have to deal with some cold frontal showers today as we close out the work week. Showers are already into the Washington, D.C. metro region, and they will shortly arrive in the Philadelphia metro region. Here's the latest radar loop from the Penn State EWOL site. Notice a band of showers extending from West Virginia across the D.C. metro region, now moving into the southeastern part of Pennsylvania. This is only going to be a light to moderate event over the next several hours, perhaps a quarter inch, in some places maybe as much as a half an inch of liquid over the next 12 hours or so. For the most part, the showers will wind down by the evening. There can certainly be an occasional shower or two overnight tonight, but there'll tend to be a break in the action overnight tonight before the real action gets underway later in the day on Saturday. Well, let's take a quick look at the surface map. This frontal system right now out over the Ohio Valley really sets the stage for the major event that is about to occur here in the Mid-Atlantic region. The front slowly moves through and then stalls out right along the Delmarva Peninsula by the early part of the weekend, and low pressure will develop out over the Ohio Valley and ride right along that frontal boundary zone, intensifying as the weekend progresses. There's a very healthy looking upper level trough. We'll focus in on that over the next few minutes. But this frontal system is really setting the stage for the major weekend event headed for the Mid-Atlantic region as it stalls out just to the south and east of the big cities, allowing for low pressure to move along that frontal boundary zone. Well, let's focus in on this weekend event, as indeed there will be a major storm developing in the Mid-Atlantic region over the weekend. Significant rainfall on the order of 2 to 3 inches in many Mid-Atlantic locations. And as colder air wraps into the system late in the weekend, don't be surprised if there's a mixing with or even a changeover to snow, and even in some of the I-95 corridor locations between Philadelphia and New York City. Even down in the D.C. northern and western suburbs, there could be some snowflakes seen later in the day on Sunday. Let's start off by looking at the 500 millibar map. This is the current setup, and I just want to point out how things will intensify in the upper part of the atmosphere as the weekend progresses. A pretty decent little system right here. This is associated with the cold frontal system out over the Ohio Valley, and again, right now there are showers throughout the D.C. metro region, moving into the Philadelphia region over the next hour or two, and then by midday, early afternoon, into New York City. A light to moderate rain event as we close out the work week. It'll be much milder today as low-level winds out of the southwest will boost temperatures well up into the 50s, perhaps 60 degrees in many locations. Again, a decent-looking upper-level low here. Let's now jump ahead 24 hours. And here's the forecast map at 500 millibars for tomorrow morning, Saturday morning. Notice here a little deeper upper level trough system now out over the Ohio Valley. It looks a little bit more impressive than what is the current situation showing right now. So again, this will be the area to watch as of tomorrow morning. And now let's jump ahead to Sunday morning's forecast map. And here it is by Sunday morning, a full-fledged bowling ball here in the upper part of the atmosphere, a very deep-looking upper-level trough. And again, this will help to intensify low pressure as the weekend progresses, so that by the time late Sunday rolls around, there will be a powerful storm sitting right off the Mid-Atlantic coastline, and again, that will help to wrap in some colder air on the backside with increasing northerly winds on Sunday and the possibility of a changeover from significant rain to snow before ending in the I-95 corridor. So again, a deepening upper level trough will help to intensify low pressure so that by the time the end of the weekend rolls around, it'll be a powerful looking storm just off the Mid-Atlantic coastline. Well, let's look at some surface map forecasts. This is using last night's Zero-Z GFS model run. We'll look at 12-hour increments. This is tomorrow morning, Saturday morning. By this time, that frontal system that sets the stage for the whole event will have stalled out right in this region, right here over the Delmarva Peninsula. Low pressure starting to develop here over the Ohio Valley, with, keep in mind, that deepening upper level trough, and this will continue to progress here. At this time, only a 1008 millibar central pressure, but let's take a look and see how that intensifies. And again, it'll move right along this frontal boundary zone during the day on Saturday into Sunday. Well, 12 hours later, this is a Saturday evening forecast map, intensifying low pressure now out over the interior part of the Mid-Atlantic region, and lots of precipitation here. The heaviest rainfalls certainly looks like it'll fall in the I-95 corridor, D.C., Philly, New York City, Saturday afternoon, right through Saturday night into the day on Sunday. Let's now jump ahead another 12 hours. And here's the GFS forecast map for Sunday morning. Strong low pressure at this time, off, right at or just off the Mid-Atlantic coastline. Notice the cold line here, the rain snow line cutting through central Pennsylvania. Northerly winds starting to increase in intensity during the day on Sunday. We'll definitely notice increasing winds on Sunday in the I-95 corridor, and it'll be a cold day as this storm continues to intensify with that deep upper level low helping to fuel the fire here, and a powerful storm by the time the latter part of the weekend rolls around. Let's now jump ahead to the Sunday evening forecast map. Well, by Sunday evening, that low is just sitting off of Long Island, a pretty strong low, again, a strong upper level feature, and it tends to linger on its southwest flank here in the cold air. And the GFS is not the only model to do this. The European model tends to have kind of a very slowly departing system late in the day on Sunday. Even into Sunday night, there's a threat for some precipitation, and by this time it very well could be cold enough for snowflakes to be mixed in, or even perhaps a changeover to complete snow late in the day on Sunday evening, even into the I-95 corridor. So a major weekend event is coming to the Mid-Atlantic region. Certainly significant rainfall on the order of 2 to 3 inches in many spots, and don't be surprised if there's some snowflakes to mix into the whole pattern later in the day on Sunday or Sunday night. By the time the next work week begins on Monday, the weather, of course, will clear. Looks like Monday and Tuesday will be very nice days, but a major event coming to the Mid-Atlantic region for this weekend. That's it for now. Stay tuned to the SIWeather.com for updates. I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.